It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Well, if you're just joining us, a very big good morning to you. Welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And joining us right now is Hannies. Now, he is a humble local singer busking on corners to stages all around the country. I did a bit of an Instagram search, and I'm telling you, he is so talented, Ryle. I can't wait for us to talk to him and for him to perform for us. But for now, let's take a look at his talent.
Take one. Something different.
Ho, 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 ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, put your hands together for the one and only Hannies!
And that was just a teaser, actually.
Yeah, he didn't even sing it. I love him already. Bro, how you doing?
I'm good, and you guys?
Yeah, fantastic. I have a little bit of an accent there or something. Where's that from?
I think traveling a little bit got me a little bit aware of different places, and the accent changed a little bit upon time, and just being a part of a group of people that has grown me as an artist, I think has got me a little bit equipped.
Harry's international.
International.
Listen, before we go to international, Harry, let's bring it all the way back, man. Yes. Where did this actually all begin? The talent, the inspiration, the reason to put your voice out there and make yourself vulnerable to the world?
I think it started off back in church. I think the most important thing for me was like I always loved music, and I always loved like just interacting with people, and always been like a go-getter in the music field, but like never pursued music as the way I'm pursuing it right now. Sure. But taking it back, it was like in church, and my mom and I were sitting literally on church seats in Lighthouse Ministries in Fort Ricker Road. Oh. And I saw this guy, Larry, was playing the guitar, and I was like, Mom, I want to play this guitar just like this. And she was like, it's not gonna work, I don't know about this. And she was like, look, if you want to go for it, I believe that you can if you put something in it, you will get something out of it. And then I decided to take a couple of lessons, and then from there, this was the first instrument that took me like literally a couple of months to learn. I play drums, piano, and saxophone, and guitar. But this instrument, I fell in love with it. Okay. And I was like, afterwards, I just became like used to it. And Larry told me, listen, Harry, all you need to do is just get used to the instrument. And like, I never knew how to sing a song or be able to vocalize, and never knew nothing about that. And then it came about, and I took a couple of lessons with him, and then I learned like the chords and everything about the guitar. And a very fun fact is, a good friend of mine, Michaela Klainsmith, was actually on the show. Yeah. She also gave me a couple of lessons along the time. And yeah, we were growing as an artist, and I would go to different shows with different bands and just go watch them, just be the background guy, not want to go on the spotlight. And they said, listen, this guy wants to do this music live. And yeah. I then came about, and I told my friends, listen, I want to play a couple of songs for you. And they were like, dude, there's something there. Okay. And when my daughter was born about 3 years ago, that is where I pursued music like on a very intimate level, because like when mom used to give like kicks, and I realized like, whoa, I'm feeling this. And just like writing different songs along this 3 years, it became like an intimate thing for me. And I think music is like just sitting with my parents and we playing the guitar, or just doing something that we're passionate about, or singing some gospel songs really touch my heart. So yeah, music is a really close thing to me, and I love it more than life.
Yeah. I love that you're saying it's such an intimate thing for you, but you're actually sharing it with the world and drawing us a little bit closer. I think that is incredible. Let's talk a bit about your busking, because of course this is quite an intimidating task to undergo. You're going out there, you're putting your heart on your sleeve essentially for strangers to enjoy. What has that experience been like, and how did they receive you?
Okay, so this is a very interesting story about it. So me and a good friend of mine, we went to Johannesburg, and we literally went for a different reason. And then all about this reason came about where we needed some money. And at that time being, I was saying, I want to use my guitar and see if it's going to provide for me, being blunt and honest. And I sang in front of a couple of crowd of people, and they started liking it. And then I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos, like a lot of artists, that they're doing this like for busking, and they're loving it. And the most inspired artist for me was James Arthur. And I love James Arthur because the way he started off and just busking on corners, just like Ed Sheeran, but the most important thing, he was telling a story. And then I started in Johannesburg, and then I took a little bit trip where my parents didn't know about it. Yeah. I went to the UK, and we literally did a busking journey for about 3 to 4 months.
Oh, wow.
And that is where I learned all about the music life and how artists actually make a living doing this stuff. When I came back to SA, surprisingly, I decided to do this for a living. I started off at the first place with Durbanville Village. That is where Expresso found me. And I've been playing there for about plus or minus 5 to 6 months now. And every single time I'm passing by, it's not about the tip jar, how many tips are in there, or how much money you make, but most importantly, just like when the people are just saying, look, I love your music, I love what you're telling, I love your story, I love the authenticity, I love the originality. That for me as an artist, if I could take just something, it really doesn't matter if there's no one putting anything. For me, it's just like, if I can just get my music out there and just be sitting in a studio and writing songs, for me, that's the most important thing, to touch other people's hearts. So,
man,
yeah, that's me in a nutshell.
I can just feel the passion coming out of you right now, and I'm so grateful that you found that passion.
Yeah.
And it's quite tricky because you can get caught up in trying to just pursue this as a career for money, but I'm glad that plan deviated and it became one of passion, and I'm grateful you're sharing it with Mzansi, and I can't wait to do exactly that. So you can get excited, Mzansi. We can definitely stand by, because this beautiful soul is going to share that voice that we've been dying to hear in just a bit. All the busking, all the experience, and all that grooming you had from so many years ago. It's all made for this moment right here. So we'll see him in just a bit. But for now, though, let's fill those bellies and get our appetite going.